Flags. The symbols we use to represent our countries. A lot of them are pretty good, but there are still some that are less than ideal. Some of them leave a lot to be desired, some of them look exactly like each other, and some of them just straight up make me want to dump bleach into my eyes. So that's the problem I'm going to be attempting to fix in this video. I'm going to be redesigning some flags that I think look bad. Sometimes I think they might just need a stylistic change, and sometimes a complete overhaul. Anyway, let's get right into it. First is Australia. I mean, you were a colony of the UK, and your cultures are pretty similar, but why do you need the Union Jack on your flag? You're not a British colony anymore, so I feel like Australia needs a flag that really screams Australia. Like this. It has a yellow wave pattern for Oceania, it's got green and blue, a kangaroo in the top left, standing for kangaroos, and the Southern Cross. Next flag I want to try to fix is New Zealand, which has the exact same problem as Australia, and also it looks too similar. So I'm going to try and give it a flag that's somewhat similar to Australia's new flag, like this. It's the same as Australia's, but with a different color scheme, a fern leaf instead of the kangaroo, and still has the Southern Cross. Now moving on to an underrated island near Australia and New Zealand. Papua. Basically half of this island is owned by the independent country of Papua New Guinea and half of it is owned by Indonesia. But I thought, what if they united and formed their own flag? So here you go. This combines colors from both flags, it has the Southern Cross, and also another interpretation might be the regions on the flag represent the three colonial zones with the Dutch, the British, and the Germans, who colonized Papua back in the day. Alright, if you want to see Papua in a fictional countries video in the future, just let me know. I'd be happy to make one. Next up, Oman. I think this one's got potential with the seal and stuff, but the design is really weird in my opinion, and the flag map looks super awkward. You can't even get the seal on there. So here's a new one I did that just makes a simple tri-stripe and it still keeps the seal and stuff. Next up is Zambia, another flag that I think just needs a redesign because everything being on the right makes this flag look so ugly. Or maybe it's just the colors. But I think this redesign keeps the same colors, and I think it actually looks pretty decent. What do you guys think? Next up is the Central African Republic. This quad stripe and that red stripe in the middle is just super awkward. So in my redesign, I decided to move the red stripe and star over to the left, and also repurpose the white as the divider in between the other three stripes. And also I really like the blue, green, and yellow here. Anyways, next flag I want to fix is Madagascar. This flag is honestly not bad, but I think that it could be better. So I designed this one. Keeps the red, blue, and green, and it's split into 6 segments for the 6 regions of the country, and then a black star in the middle representing the Malagasy people. Anyways, moving on. Saudi Arabia. One of the biggest sins in flags is having text on them. And if it's in another language, you don't get an excuse, Saudi Arabia. So, in my redesign, I decided to put a black square in the top left corner representing the Kaaba and the Islamic crescent. I feel like that's a better representation of being the center of Islam than just a bunch of Arabic text that nobody outside of Arabia can understand. And I also added some swords and palm trees to the flag as well, in yellow. Anyways, next up is Mexico. This is a country with a rich culture and history, and yet you have a flag that looks almost exactly like Italy's. How about this? I rearranged the colors into a red X so that so that it could represent the Spanish Empire, and I still kept the seal in the middle. I think this flag looks flipping awesome. I don't know if you agree with me, but yeah. Anyways, last up is China. China's flag also isn't bad, but the fact that literally the entire meaning revolves around communism when it's a really big country with a really long culture, history, and everything, and just the communism is the only thing that's represented on the flag. I don't like that. So I'm going to bring back the colors from the 5 countries under one union flag, which I thought looked a lot cooler. And So yeah, I think that looks better. And also, I made Xinjiang and Tibet independent and gave them new flags as well, because why not? I think they should be independent countries. I think I just lost all my social credit. Anyways, I think that's going to be the end for the video. I hope you enjoyed my flag changes. I also realized midway into recording this that I forgot to mention that I changed some of the borders. So yeah, I changed some of the borders. Anyway, I'm not sure when the next fictional country video is going to be out, but I'm going to try and decide what to do it on soon. So make sure to subscribe if you're interested in seeing my content, and I would really appreciate it if you did. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace. Also, I expect to get a call from every single one of these embassies telling me they want to change their flags to my designs.